Hello there, and to all who come to this happy place, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I upload Disney planning content here on my channel. In this week's series, we are talking about the best of 2020 so that you can use this information to plan your 2021 Disney World vacation. Today we are going to be talking about the 10 best attractions. Now, this is my personal list. This is not to say you're wrong if you disagree. I would love to hear your thoughts, your top 10 in the comments section down below. Let's discuss. But some of these I'm sure you could guess. Others, I don't know. You could be surprised. So in these videos, we start at the bottom and then we work our way up to the top. And I'm pretty sure you could probably guess what my number 1 is going to be. But anyway. Number 10 on my list is Space Mountain, and a lot of people are probably going to say that it should be higher, but I'm not a huge roller coaster person. I like Disney roller coasters, that's about it. I don't want anything more intense. That's why I don't do much Universal content over here, because they have a lot of roller coasters. And I would rather just, you know, watch character cavalcades go by. But anyway, I do like Space Mountain. I think it's a super fun ride. I always enjoy myself. I'm one of those people that on roller coasters, instead of screaming, I usually laugh. It's a whole thing. But yeah, Space Mountain is always a fan favorite for sure. It usually has a pretty long line, so that's usually a telltale sign that something is worth, like, it's a good attraction. Number 9 on my list is Haunted Mansion, and this is just a classic. Like, you can't say you went to Magic Kingdom if you didn't go on Haunted Mansion, in my opinion. So it's like definitely a must-do for us, and the story behind Haunted Mansion is really cool. What many people who don't go to Disney all the time don't realize is there's actually like a story behind Haunted Mansion, and I would love to do a full video on the story of Haunted Mansion. Or I guess it's the theorized, it's never been confirmed, but it all adds up. So I'd be happy to do a video on the story of the Haunted Mansion. If you are interested in that, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, the special effects on this ride are very like old school tricks of the mind, and there's nothing wrong with that, they work. But it just shows that you don't always need like the biggest, fanciest technology to have a great ride. So yeah, that's number 9. Number 8 on my list is Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and I'm sure a million people watching this, not that a million people ever watch my videos, but everyone watching this is probably rolling their eyes at me, but I love Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. And it's mostly because it's the only video game I can ever beat my brothers at. I can beat anyone at this. I have maxed out both guns. Like, no one wants to ride with me because they know I win all the time. So I just like it for that reason, but it's super fun. It's a shooting game laser thing. There's like targets and you shoot your laser at the targets and you earn points, and you max the gun out at 999,999. And as I mentioned, I have done that on both guns before. So fun. Number 7 on my list is Tower of Terror. Now, I was never, like, I always liked Tower of Terror, but in the recent months, years, I have grown a real love for Tower of Terror. I like drop rides. I don't like going upside down on like roller coasters, but I like drops. So Tower of Terror is definitely fun. I don't love I get very creeped out very easily. So I don't love the pre-show and like the initial like rolling to the drop part. I don't love that, but I love the actual drops and I always have fun. So I really like Tower of Terror. Number 6 on my list is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad over in Magic Kingdom. This is a roller coaster. It is outside. We prefer to ride it at night. We like to ride in the back. Now, right now you cannot request rows. You get what you get and you don't get upset. But when you can, always ask for the back. The back, it whips you around more, which is odd coming from someone who doesn't like roller coasters. But I don't know, it's fun. If you're gonna go on a roller coaster, you might as well, you know, whip it. But yeah, super fun. If you do it during the fireworks, you won't wait super long, and you can also watch the fireworks from the ride. Not that there are fireworks right now, but eventually there will be, and I have faith that they will come back sooner rather than later. So Big Thunder, big win in our book, which is odd because I actually haven't gotten there much in the last year. we don't always make it over there. It just feels like it's on the opposite side of the park from most of our favorites. So like at the end of the day when your feet really hurt, you don't necessarily want to go over there, and I don't really like to ride it during the day. That's why I don't always make it on there, but yeah. Number 5 on my list is Frozen Ever After. And again, I'm sure a lot of people are rolling their eyes at me, but I love Frozen Ever After. I love Frozen. I actually love Frozen 2 more than Frozen. Let me know in the comments, which one do you think is better, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2? I think it's Frozen 2, but anyway, I just think the theming of the entire Norway pavilion now is so amazing. Like, you really feel like you're in Arendelle, which is super cool. I know a lot of people want to keep IP or intellectual property, which is basically the Disney characters. They want to keep that out of World Showcase, but I'm all for like slapping some IP in the pavilions. So like I'm really excited for Remy's Ratatouille adventure over in the France pavilion. But yeah, I know a lot of people disagree with that, which is fine. We all have our own opinions, but I love, you know, singing along to all the songs, and like the little drop at the end is super fun, and I just love the theming, and I love Frozen, so love Frozen Ever After. Number 4 on my list is Flight of Passage, and I'm sure people are like, why isn't that higher on your list? I like Flight of Passage, but it's not like, I'm not gonna be upset if I don't get to ride it one day. Like if I'm in Animal Kingdom and I don't get on it, it's not a huge deal to me. I'm not that pressed. But I do enjoy it when I ride it. I have only ever ridden it once without a fast pass, and it was like last month. So I had actually never been in the regular queue before, but I felt like it was only like a 20-minute wait, so we were like, sure, whatever. Yeah, I would not be one of those people that waits 4 hours for it. I don't like it that much. The technology is super cool. I love that you like feel the banshee breathing beneath you. That's awesome. But I also get like slightly motion sick, and that one does get me on occasion. I sometimes have to close my eyes. But yeah, that's probably like the biggest detractor for me, is that it twists you a little too much sometimes for me. But yeah, super cool. And the technology is absolutely incredible. Although last time we rode it back in November, I looked behind us during the ride. I know you're like not supposed to do that because it ruins it, but I like to know how things work. And I looked behind me and I can't figure it out. It was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research into how Flight of Passage works, and if you want me to do a video on what I find, I would be happy to do that. Just let me know. Number 3 on my list is actually Soarin', which I know is gonna sound odd since I just put Flight of Passage below that, but I love Soarin'. A day at Epcot is not complete without a ride on Soarin'. That is like non-negotiable for me. The smells of Soarin' are just so nice, so nice. I want them all, which I'm gonna talk about that whole thing in tomorrow's video in my best purchases, because I have a solution to that. But the smells, it's just so pretty. I love, like, I wear flip-flops in the parks. I wear one particular kind of flip-flops in the parks. I should put that in tomorrow's video. That's not on my list, but I will add it to that list. But if you wear flip-flops, you can't wear them when it actually lifts you, so you have to leave them on the ground. So you sit down and then you take off your flip-flops and you leave them there. And it just feels so good beneath your feet. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, so Soarin's definitely my number 3. My number 2 favorite attraction is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway over in Hollywood Studios. This is the newest ride over in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the technology here was amazing. It is another trackless ride. I'm pretty sure it's only the 2nd trackless ride in Disney World, but I think I might be forgetting one. And the next one is number 1, so I'm not gonna say it. But I'm pretty sure it's the 2nd one. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, when it comes to Epcot, is also trackless. But when you have a trackless ride, they are not limited to what a track can do, so they can move more freely, and like, it's just really cool. They do a lot with trackless rides overseas in like the Asia parks, but some of those rides, like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, is coming to us from Paris. The Tron roller coaster is coming to us from Shanghai. But they've got like a really cool Beauty and the Beast ride over there. in one of the Asia parks. I don't know which one, I forget. I am one of those people that doesn't like to watch too much about places I haven't been because I want to experience it for the first time and I haven't been there yet. So I try not to pay too close of attention until I'm actively planning a trip there because I don't want to ruin it for myself. So they do a lot with trackless rides over there. I know that for a fact. And now some of that is starting to come over to us. So I'm very excited about that. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was just really well done. I don't love the character style that they're currently doing with Mickey and Friends. It's fine for like Mickey and Minnie, and like Daisy and Donald look totally fine, but I just think Goofy looks a little weird. Yeah, he doesn't look well. But anyway, that's my only complaint about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. My number one attraction, should not come as any surprise to anyone, is Rise of the Resistance. This is the second newest ride over in Hollywood Studios, and it is again a trackless ride. It was the first trackless ride, if I am remembering correctly. I still feel like I'm forgetting one, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. So this is an 18-minute experience. It's not an 18-minute ride, it's a little more than 4 minutes if my footage is correct from last time. The actual ride is about 4 minutes, but the experience is about 18 minutes from the time you start the experience to the time you get off. You won't understand what I'm talking about until you actually do it. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but if you would like to see like our full riding experience on Rise of the Resistance, I will link a vlog up there. I just posted it the other day, so yeah, you can definitely go check that out. I also love the introduction of boarding groups and all of that, the virtual wait. I think that's awesome. I hope that they do that with Remy. I don't know if they will. I'm not sure, but I hope they do. Anyway, that is my top 10 attractions in Walt Disney World. I hope that this was helpful for you when you're planning your 2021 Walt Disney World vacation. And I hope you will join me again tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the best purchases that I've made in 2020, either in Disney or for Disney. So different things that'll make your trip a little better, or also there's just some really cute things that I got in the parks. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow with my next video. Bye.